Hey YouTube, this is Robinats1 here, and today I have a movie review for Rush. I went into Rush not knowing what the film was about. I knew it was about race cars, but I didn't know it was a true story. I didn't know who the characters were. So I went into this movie completely not knowing what it was about. And I came out of the movie actually really enjoying it. It's not the mind-blowing movie of the year, but I did really enjoy Rush. And I liked what they did with it. So, the film is the story about two race car drivers called Niki Lauda and James Hunt. And we basically follow their careers in the Formula One. We basically follow their Formula One careers. And how they both live their lives differently from the other, and how they relate to one another, how they didn't relate to one another, and what they were like as people. And how people who viewed them on the TV perceived them as rivals. And we have Niki Lauda's own words that he wasn't really a rival to James Hunt. They're actually kind of close, which I found was really interesting. And I did not know that this film was a true story. And I just thought that was really interesting. And we have some great paralleling arcs between Niki Lauda and James Hunt. Like, Niki Lauda is doesn't have a talent for driving, but works incredibly hard. He always goes to bed on time. He doesn't drink. When he isn't a boy racer. The way he views girls is very distant. Unlike James Hunt, who loves women, loves spending time with them, loves doing certain things, and is generally a likable guy. Whereas Niki Lauda isn't a likable guy. And I really enjoyed the parallels in this film. And I don't know who the director is, but he did a very good job at portraying that. And I really liked that. I also liked the fact that James Hunt had this playboy reputation. Although he was respected as a race car driver and as a person, the way he led his life actually turned to be his undoing. I went to this screening with my uncle, my aunts, and my grandmother. And and as a side note, there is some sex in here. and slightly awkward with your grandmother in the same room, and slightly awkward with your aunt and uncle in the same room, and you catch my drift. There are some sexual scenes in here, so if you're not into that, or you are into that but you kind of closet it, then this might be not the thing to go see with the family. Like, this is not a family film, by any means. Like, Just in the Nights of Valor, that I reviewed last time, is a family film. Rush is not a family film. Anyway, I found it, like, my mother didn't know about the fact that James Hunt actually died by a heart attack. And I thought that was really, really interesting. Because I am a generational difference between what they used to watch and what I used to watch. Well, what I watch now. And I thought it was really, really interesting because no one seemed to know what Niki Lauda and James Hunt were really like. And the film really showed us this. And I could actually buy that James Hunt actually could die of a heart attack. And, you know, because of just the lifestyle that he led. You know, like, if he didn't die by a sexually transmitted disease, just the sheer lifestyle that he led would have given him some sort of problem. And although Niki Lauda was a very quiet, reserved guy, he actually survived, whereas James Hunt didn't. And I thought that was really, really interesting. To see where these two characters wind up, to see where they came, you know, and to see what they became was really interesting. James Hunt is played by Chris Hemsworth, aka Thor. He was really, really good. But you could tell he was hiding his accent. And although he tried really, really hard not to, he did. And I think, having lived in America, I know how hard it is for Americans to speak Britain. You know, to speak like Britain. We have, like, Americans either sound like Australians or just can't do it, full stop. And I give credit for Chris Hemsworth. He really did try, but I was not sold on his accent, unfortunately. The actor who played Niki Lauda was really good. He definitely came off as nice. But I enjoyed him. I enjoyed what he was doing with character. And the burns that he sustains in an accident, he pulled it off. He made me, you know, at the end of the movie, I came out knowing that there is a guy who got burnt. He is essentially a burn victim and became quite likeable. And I really, really liked that. I love the fact that this movie really highlights the real life dangers of racing cars. Because obviously it's the speed, it's the adrenaline, it's I've got to win, the fire, when things go wrong, they go wrong. And I really, really liked that the film highlighted the dangers. Because I occasionally watch the Formula One when my family watches it. And I really, really liked it. I thought they were really, really cool. So... And the way they did the burn scene, when Niki Lauda's face gets burned, and the hospital scenes afterwards were really, really powerful. You know, they were very, very emotional. And I really liked it. I thought it was really, really good. The female cast, some of them admittedly were for eye candy, I think. Like, just because they had to have a sex scene in there. And I didn't get very much characterization from them. Like, I wanted to have their perspective as well. But, I was discussing this with my mum on the car journey home, and, my mum made the point that actually the female characters were highlighting the difference between James Hunt and Niki Lauda's ideas about women and how they felt about them. And I love the point of view driving. I just thought the visual was really, really interesting. And actually highlighted the real life driving of Formula One. Really, really good film. Absolutely loved it. I felt that, personally I was more sold in the second half of the film more than I was with the first half. Like, by about the third act, I was completely hooked. The first act didn't really grab my attention right away. As I said, good film, go watch it. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and wait for some more movie reviews coming very soon. Bye.